How are you doing today? Hey everybody, please calm down. Hey everybody, please calm down. Hey everybody, please calm down. I said, hey everybody, please calm down. Hey everybody, please calm down. I said, hey everybody, please calm down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now under a Scorpio moon. And I believe in the power of Scorpio moons, man. It's like scorpionic energy, where people have their claws, their snippers, and they have their venomized stingers. And so like everybody's out to claw and sting people. It's like every Scorpio moon, man. So I'm asking you, please don't fall. Please stay cool. And recognize that if shit is going kind of crazy in your life right now, it's probably because A, God's teaching you a lesson and preparing you for better things, and B, somewhere down the line, you may have made some bad calls. I'm not life victim shaming anybody, but the need for other people's inside unhappiness to be pushed onto other people is way too high, man. I got another letter in the mail today from someone telling me that I was horrible and that I had taken the 666 mark of the beast because I got vaccinated. And I'll say again, this was not the first fucking vaccine, man. There have been many vaccines throughout life. And so I can't even imagine the idea as a Christian of like writing a letter to someone I've never met and telling them they are a horrible Christian because they got vaccinated. Like, I can't even fathom that shit, man. Like, if in the last 5 years I was asked to anybody, hey, please don't waste my time. Oh, they'll also put hashtag flat earth. I want to tell you again, on July 4th, we will be celebrating freedom. And part of that is freedom of religion, that you are free to believe whatever you want to believe. And I have never met man or woman who is an absolute expert beyond a doubt about Jesus Christ, God, or Christianity. And so we were watching communism break down. We were watching socialism break down. We were watching capitalism break down. And so everybody's minds are breaking down because a lot of their belief systems over their lifetime are turning out to be false or different than what they believed. And I want to remind you again, 99% of the people in the truth community were like, the virus is a hoax. At the time I was like, yo, dude, lockdowns are fucking coming, get ready. At that same time, Silicon Valley made like $1.5 trillion. And so at the same time, the most popular fucking YouTubers were telling people not to take the virus seriously, that nothing was going to happen. As far as I know, I'm the only fucking truther who has to do a damn fat fight for donations every month to keep my channel up and running. Somehow giving people bad information is profitable. I will still never understand how Alex Jones made $40 million a year fighting the fucking Illuminati. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take on this giant global secret society group all by myself, and I'm going to destroy them. Well, actually, he didn't destroy them. What he did is he made a couple $100 million helping divide and conquer fucking everybody. And at this point, I am your planetary defense commander. I don't give a shit about politics, bro. I understand that we are in the final 2 years of Pluto in Capricorn, and we are in a digital plutocracy. And so technically now, it is the billionaires and trillionaires fighting for the biggest pieces of the pie they can get. And yeah, they're gonna use social media, the YouTubes, television to keep everybody divided. But dude, I ain't mad at you. I don't blame you for shit. I got no ill will your way. And that even though today I'm super broke, the last 6 years have been a knockdown, drag out, daily battle just to bring you guys Thor news. And I feel like I am doing better than ever. And so instead of fighting me or trying to knock me down a peg or trying to steal all my money or block all my views, that recognize that we are a giant fucking team and it is okay for people to have different opinions about things. In honor of my Air Force dad, in honor of my Air Force stepdad, it is freedom of religion. And as a Norse Christian Jedi, I respect everyone who has gotten us this far and who has maintained, and we are one of the only countries that has freedom of religion. And so now everybody's broken up. I was talking to one of the Taylor clones the other day, and she was basically saying like everybody's in a cult now. It's, you know, that like the cult dynamics are you have to join a team, you have to join a gang, you have to join a group. And that's true. And I've been saying that like everybody's broken off into tribal compartmentalized teams. And that a lot of way they generate their energy is by saying, let me tell you who's evil. Let me tell you who's fucking you around. Let me tell you who's doing you wrong. Because that always sets them up as like the lone ultimate good guy. And I'll remind you, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, let me know as a kid, hey, we're all sinners. We're probably all gonna stay sinners. But grace without works is dead. So do the best you can. And I've never in my life thought I would be better than Jesus Christ. I never think that I will be better than Jesus Christ. But you know what? I still am shooting for the top 10. I know I won't hit number 1, but if I come in at number 7 when I die, I'll be like, yeehaw! Or that, like, my entire YouTube brand has been on being stay cool, be cool. We're all in this together. That life is a collective experience. And that when the digital kings took over, they got rid of all the cool guys. They got rid of rock and roll. They got rid of comedy. And they poured everybody's attention into politics. And then when Trump lost, all that energy instantly transformed into Bitcoin and Dogecoin and cryptocurrencies. So the guys who were waving flags, talking about patriotism, saying like, America, all of a sudden like, fuck the dollar, fuck the Federal Reserve, cryptocurrency's gonna destroy you. All the guys on the internet were going up to like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Raytheon, being like, we're gonna fucking crush the dollar. We're gonna destroy fiat currency. We're gonna get rid of all y'all. We are gonna be the new kings of freedom. Elon Musk forever. And I was like, yo, bitch, you better sell all your fucking Dogecoin 5 minutes before Saturday Night Live. Let me say it again. Sell all your fucking Dogecoin 5 minutes before Saturday Night Live. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's at 17 cents now, man. I told you to sell it when it's 72 cents. Yeah. Just fed up with dealing with the displaced aggression of all the motherfuckers who are fighting for like reputation points in the fucking giant narrative. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when people try to out-Christian me. Or people act like they are some type of fucking authority on Christianity, and somehow they understand the mind of God and Jesus Christ better than every single person on earth. And my response is always to be like, hey, show me the works that this amount of talent and wisdom would have accumulated over your lifetime. And I've got thousands of videos, like 12 screenplays, tons of art, tons of poems, tons of songs that I think reflect me as a man and my belief in God, Jesus Christ, and the human family. And so we are still balls deep in an asshole economy. And I'm at that weird point. Was I had a celebration point at Thor News in 2017 in the middle at the Geneva Convention thingy. Trump handed Putin a soccer ball. And I said, let's celebrate. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm going to get excited this moment. Nobody's going to stop me. Because in this moment in time, Trump was talking about peace in North Korea, peace in the Middle East. Trump was just saying peace everywhere. So I got so excited in the middle of 2017. And I made videos about it. But I knew it probably wouldn't hold. And so now that Biden and Putin both met and shook hands, I've kind of got a large dose of that same optimism level. Although I know it may not hold. But I want to say, as what most people don't realize, is that crypto exploded when we changed out our planetary defense commanders. That when we went from Trump to our new we went to our new commander-in-chief. Because I want to remind you, I have served under, this is my third president now, dude, as planetary defense commander. And so crypto exploded when we transitioned from one commander-in-chief to the other. They tried to exploit our weakness. And literally Zero Hedge was set up the entire time to make you hate the dollar. So you would be ready to trust cryptocurrency like it was some new god. And it's a new god, but it's a little g god, bro. And little g gods have Napoleon syndrome. And so, like, that's what they tried to really exploit America to the fullest as we changed commander-in-chiefs. And I've been saying to the crypto kings, like for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you guys have been saying, we're gonna fucking destroy the dollar. We are your new king. We are your new rulers. We are in control now. We will fuck you up, Putin. I mean, they didn't say that. We will fuck you up, Biden. They didn't say that. Even Trump came out this week and was like, I think Bitcoin's a scam and Bitcoin is sent by our enemies to weaken the dollar and the American resolve and spirit. Trump said that. Trump said the same shit I've been fucking telling you that I'm pretty sure Biden agrees with. Remember, Elon pumped fucking Doge to the moon. He probably bought it at less than a penny. He probably sold it somewhere around 70 cents and left you guys holding the bag. You remember Mark Cuban, guy who put radio on the fucking internet? He told everybody to buy Titan coin. Titan went from $62 to fucking zero this week. And then Mark Cuban was like, well, I got out at the top. And if you want to get 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers on YouTube, all you've had to do is tell people, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. They even came to me and told me to get on the fucking cryptocurrency team and my life would improve 1,000-fold. I was like, yeah, but as Planetary Defense Commander, that's not going to improve the world. So I can't hop on board a plan that isn't gonna improve fucking everything. Sorry, no can do. I'll stick with begging for fucking donations and contributions to stay alive and hope that God keeps me around. And I can't even count the amount of miracles where at the very last minute, through God, Asteroid Fight Club has saved my ass every single time for like 5 years in a row. And so when I said, hey, the middle of May, Saturn is gonna fuck up cryptocurrency. Saturn kicked the shit out of Trump in 2020, and now Saturn is kicking the shit out of cryptocurrency. Why? Because it's karma, man. And so I told y'all right before, I give you guys 6 weeks fucking notice. And so now Bitcoin's down to like 30,000. Dogecoin has dropped from 72 cents to 17 cents. And I was like, okay, when Saturn is in Aquarius alone, and then you get Jupiter moving into Pisces with Neptune, doesn't take a brainiac to know that like, we're gonna hear more from the oceans. We're gonna hear more from the lakes. We're gonna hear more from the rivers, and it is going to flood a lot more. We have our next hurricane tropical storm coming right around June 30th, July 1st or 2nd. Hopefully, atmospheric defense team will be able to knock it down to a tropical storm, but it's still gonna create problems. One guy on the fucking Grand Solar Minimum was bitching about how they overhyped the Claudette storm. And I was like, man, 13 fucking people died. If you want to overhype a storm, that means you get 0 deaths. If a storm kills 1 person, that storm is not fucking overhyped. Technically, it's a failure on my board. It's like I talk about, like, I told y'all in 2020 that whatever Texas did with its own cryptocurrency, I was recommending, if we're gonna have a crypto world, which we are, Texas start a Texas coin. And but no matter what, we don't need anybody else to get in it. It's just for it's for Texans, and you would even like pay out people like 100 Texas coins a month. Like, that would be the way to go. Instead, our governor, the same governor who let them shut down the fucking power grid when Bitcoin exploded in February and Elon Musk was gaslighting Texans, the last week, the last month, our governor's like, Biden is evil. Like, the dollar's evil. Cryptocurrency Bitcoin is now the new freedom. They're selling it at HEB. They're like, keep QAnon alive in Texas. That's our fucking governor now. And like over 400 people died in that fucking storm, man. So far, that is the worst, biggest storm we've had this year, where 400 people died in Texas. Somehow, us Texans let 400 other Texans die. And the power grids turned the fucking grid off. They're like, oh, it might explode. Bitcoin shot to the fucking roof, and Elon was fucking gaslighting everybody. And so, like, I've been talking to you guys for like 2 years about the weird post-2017 QAnon takeover of Texas. And man, Texas should always stay cool. Texas should always stay purple. Texas should always remember that we are the friendship state. The first thing the digital kings did was they got rid of rock and roll. We have to keep rock and roll alive in Texas. They got rid of comedy, and they replaced everything with fucking memes. Sarcastic memes. And so even though like Giant National Battle ended in 2020 with all the weird QAnon shit, I still have that shit going on here in Texas now. And we'll be going on until 2022. But I can guarantee you if Matthew McConaughey runs, he's gonna win by like 80%. I've been going around the last few months polling, like everybody I ran into, hey, who would you vote for as governor? And everybody except my mother said Matthew McConaughey. Didn't matter what fucking side of the road they're on. Every Texan I polled said him. And you know what I hate is the whole immigration debate and the whole like border wall debate, because every Texan knows that like the immigration and the border is a super complex issue, and that ultimately Texas has been one of the biggest states to use and profit off of people coming from Mexico and south of the border to make Texas great. And that, you know, lately at the end of the day, yeah, Mexicans have been way cooler than fucking white people, dude. And people south of Mexico. I don't want to generalize, but a lot of them seem really happy with what they got. And they find a way to have super strong family bonds. White people ain't been like that for the last 20 fucking years, man. We've been fighting over the Al Gore, George Bush shit. Abortion, immigration, guns. So yeah, under the Scorpio moon, again, everybody calm the fuck down. And that I recommended the crypto dudes. I don't know why you want to frame this as an absolute war against the dollar. The dollar raised you, bro. The dollar put clothes on your back. The dollar fed you. The dollar kept your fucking electricity on. Am I saying it's a saint? No. Am I worshiping it? No. But civilization in America during my lifetime has been stable. Not perfect by any means, but civilization during my lifetime has been stable. And so you got like half the people saying, prep for the end of the world. And me over here being like, hey man, let's plan and act like we're gonna be here for at least 10 to 20 more years, 30. You know what I'm saying? Like if Jesus shows up in the sky, other than my actions as a human being and the things I've said, I don't really need to make any other preparations other than that. I don't believe or count in the rapture, but hey, if it shows up, I think I'd do okay. And if Jesus showed up, I definitely think I'd do okay, but I could be wrong. Who knows how strict God's soul judging system is. Oh yeah, let me say this again. This is gonna be a rough fucking winter, bro. Remember how I spent all of 2019 warning about 2020 and technically from 2015 on? That this winter is going to be rough. We have another big boss fight coming November, December, January. Our American big boss fight is coming. And we got a couple more boss fights down the road. But the sun has not died. And 2018 was the worst year I had in my life. Dude, I've had so much fun and just been happy like 93% of the time in June. And I'm broke, so I don't really get to drive my car because if you don't have a lot of money, you don't want your car to break down when you leave. But just like the crypto guys are always like, have fun staying poor. I'm like, okay, it's what I always do. That's what I've always done. And I know how to have a lot of fun. Like, I love this bridge. Someone in the comments accused me of being the one to write shit on the bridge. Like, yo, dude, I put all my energy into videos, man. But one day I'd like to sidewalk chalk shit, but I'm just saying, this shit ain't me. But this is a cool bridge. As I've mentioned before, from 2019 to 2020, this bridge used to have graffiti artists battling over Trump and Biden. But that shit stopped 2021 after, the changeover. And so now the bridge has been a cool messenger. Don't fall. Do a flip. Oh, another thing that's so cool is that, like, being a good planetary defense commander, leading by example, I was okay with locking myself down. Like I said, dude, after I fooled around with that Taylor clone at the end of 2017, everything in my life got exponentially freaking weirder, and the people that hated me or got jealous or just didn't want me around exploded. And so after that, I kind of locked myself in my apartment out of safety reasons because y'all were losing your fucking minds. And then the plague hit, so I was already locked down, and I just stayed locked down. And so after being locked down for 2 years, I've been leaving the house daily. And so, like, even just going for a walk or seeing the clouds or seeing sidewalk chalk or that, like, all this shit I appreciate. I appreciate the fact that I have cigarettes, electricity. I went to the grocery store. I bought 2 different types of pudding. I have lemon pudding and butterscotch pudding. I'm a simple man, dude. And what I love the most are people. Good friends, good family, good conversations, good times. Oh, and so another big test of my defense this Thursday night at the Red Dwarf in Houston. Sam Turner and the Cactus Cats will be playing from 8 to midnight. I will be there. If you come up and ask for a hug, I'm double vaccinated, so I will give you a hug. Although I'm broke, so don't expect me to buy you a beer. Oh, and last Sunday, I went and saw 3 rock and roll bands live. There were 2 super beautiful women there. I thought I saw one of my crushes. And the 6-man band that was tight and crushed it dedicated the song to me. So I predicted that my own personal life from like 2017 through the winter of 2021 was going to be kind of horrible for me, but then things would start to improve. And so if you've been like fighting me or trying to get rid of me or like, hey, like, I don't know, just doesn't seem like a good way to go over the next 7 years, man. Just telling you. And I'm a good guy, bro. I'm glad we had this talk. I'm glad I got it out. But so yeah, I have felt a closer connection to Neptune and Jupiter when they both enter Pisces. And that, dude, this solar system's been around for a long fucking time. Neptune and Zeus predated Jesus, man. It's like, they say every 2,000 years a new enlightened being comes to help raise humanity. And I totally believe in the solar maximum, solar minimum thing where things kind of fall apart during solar minimums. My dad died during a solar minimum. My stepdad died during a solar minimum. I went back and looked at my life, and I had some of the best times I've ever had in my life with people during a solar maximum. And so I believe we've made it through the worst of the shit. Now that may apply to every single person differently, but I believe we have better days ahead. And so far, June's the best month I've had in years. And I say that as I'm broke. So I was talking to one of the Taylor clones the other day, and she said, I always take as much as I can. I was like, well, that explains your relationships. And me, I always just, I'm happy with taking what I need. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Oh, but so like I'm sure there are some people out there watching now who aren't part of the plutocracy, although there are probably a few that are. And so all the shit that us scrubs and peasants and all us normal people, the people with boots on the ground, the people dealing with in and out, paycheck to paycheck people, or just, a step or two above. We went through the worst shit when Saturn and Pluto went through Capricorn and then met up. That was when the plague broke out and both sides were ready to fucking kill each other. And I think we went through the worst of it for the people, right? But so now the last 2 years are like all the super rich or the underworld or the whatever you want to call those secret groups who have been operating when they have one narrative for everybody and the rest for themselves. They're going to be duking it out, or they're dealing with each other. Like metaphorically, like Bill Gates with his wife, or the Bezoses, or the Elon Musks, or the next 2 years is really their game. And that's why politics has never been more bullshitty useless. Like if you want to fight about Nike ads or transgenders, like that's what they were programming you to do 20 years ago. That it's best to just keep your eyes on everything that is happening and try not to draw any major fucking conclusions. Let's call it the Snape clause. Everybody likes to think, I'm the smartest person on the universe. I know what God thinks. I know what Jesus thinks. I know everything that's going to happen next. I know what everybody's done in their life. I know everybody's sinner rating. Well, I think it's best that, play defense, keep an open mind. Because things are super complicated. But some control freaks don't know how to change their ways. And so they've said it's my way or the highway. Like Kim.com, one of the main heads of crypto, was like, mutually assured destruction no longer applies. I was like, dude, bro, what does that even mean, man? And I was like, what does that even, I don't even, like that's, what the hell does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. And it's weird that like the meme world has created this fan fiction world to where they can just repeat something 100 times and then they get 1,000 followers and like it's true because I memed it and people repeated it. And my meme coin is up to 22 cents. And this year, next year is gonna be a giant fucking reality check, man. And we are coming upon America's Pluto return. You know, it's like the 248-year cycle of America. We're hitting that within the next 2 or 3 years. And I still believe in America, man. Through it all, through every president we ever had, I still believe that there are a lot of good people here. And though that many mistakes have been made along the way, we're still on the path to a better world. And a better society and a better civilization. And it's one of the things about like astrology and that shit is because if I understand correctly, Sagittarius, which is what I am, is like the only optimist out of all 12 signs. And so can you even understand what it is like to be one of the only optimists on this planet? That like everybody for 20 fucking years has been like, we're gonna die, we're gonna fail, the end of the world, rapture, the bad guys are gonna kill us, aliens are gonna show up and eat us. Like for 20 fucking years, it's just been like, we're gonna fail, 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 we're gonna die, horrible death, horror film, all time. And I'm still standing, you're still standing, civilization is still here. And the crypto guys do not seem as cocky as they were 3 months ago. It's like I made that video of Bitcoin Batman. I don't know why when the crypto guys were winning so big, they decided to be like, hey, we're gonna fucking destroy all y'all. I was like, whoa, dude, what? And I do think that as far as socializing functions go, a lot more people have drifted off towards the I'm an online troll and I now communicate with people where I just speak in like tweets and I never listen. And that we're, slowly moving back into society and people hanging out again. And I'd like to think I'm funny in an online sense and in a real life sense. It's like my magic power. I can keep a sense of humor and I don't really wish harm on anyone. Somehow I magically make it through it all. Like people were telling me last week, around the 10th, that I was gonna get killed for some of the jokes I made. I was like, oh, here we go again. You know? Stop trying to punish other people. But yeah, if I'm correct, we will see rock and roll return in the next year and a half. That the bromance between Zeus and Poseidon, y'all can't fucking stop it. And it is in the pantheon of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So I get to enjoy it. I was thinking about that yesterday. Like, Neptune has moons, Saturn has moons, Jupiter has moons. So technically, Poseidon, Kronos, Zeus are dads. And so that's why I was so happy yesterday, because all the lightning and thunder and rain reminds me of Neptune and Zeus and Jesus. And so I think the bromance is coming back and can't be stopped. So just embrace it. The healthy masculine spirit shall return to Earth. And that the Martian Napoleon complex doesn't really have me that scared. So for like all their magic tricks, the most they could do is make a digital currency go up to $60,000. It's like all they could do. It's not really that impressive. Like at the end of the day, if all your powers are money, it's not that, I don't know. Yeah, say it again, dude. We're on the same team. I don't have kids. I'm out here as your planetary defense commander every day trying to keep civilization standing for the people who have kids, for the people who have grandkids. And the Earth is like 10,000 gangs. And this shit has definitely been crazy during my stay as your planetary defense commander. It's like when I went home, I unofficially talked to someone from Lockheed Martin over beers, just for a little bit. And I unofficially talked to 2 people from the Army, unofficially. There are a lot of people out there who would like civilization to continue to move forward and to evolve, and would like rock and roll and comedy to come back to Earth. And so the grand scheme of the like zero hedge trust the plan shit was always just to make a lot of money. Asterisk. And there are tons of gods you could pray to. Thousands. The majority of my life I prayed to God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. And so yeah, dude, we're in a battle of like, there are just little G gods running around the whole planet everywhere. A lot of them are fighting to see who can be king shit of fuck mountain. I'm like, hey dude, look back at Mars. Do you see how they fucked everything up? Everybody died. This is what we're trying to avoid. We literally have a story to learn from. And that is the irony of like Elon Musk being like, fuck this beautiful planet of Earth with its waters and its cats and its dogs and its horses and its lakes and its beautiful sunsets, its beautiful trees and its cool people. Let's go to Mars, man. Let's sacrifice everything we have here now so that so that people can party on Mars 20 years from now. That's the craziest, dumbest shit I ever heard. I mean, you know, a certain section has tried to turn Earth into just a Bitcoin mining center. Like Earth is just a Bitcoin mining node. I mean, I hope you too have grown up on comic books and science fiction and movies. And so you know that like the whole thing about the ones who will join the church of the ones in the zeros, that like eventually, so you can cark your whole spirit into the system and never die. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I know, I'm a Viking. I don't fear death, and it's part of the process. And the thing that separates me from rapture people is I think that Jesus died and then was raised again, but he died. I'm gonna die. Jesus died, so I'm probably gonna die too. I'm okay with that. One day we all die. So what did you do when you were alive? I could be in trouble. God may be like, a lot of your life, you spent wondering what your scoreboard would be when you died. So you didn't get high marks because you were too obsessed with being good and earning good points. And that's not how you do it. I don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen. But now it's raining. Feels good. Oh yeah, so after being stuck inside for 2 years nonstop, I've been walking a lot. I ran the other day. I ran for a minute. I full-on sprinted for the first time. Because I was like 290 pounds. I'm now like 265-ish. I'm trying to get down to 235, 225. But yeah, so walking almost every day, a couple miles, has really helped me feel better, think better. I do some of my best thinking creatively, walking or driving. So just like I've said all year, we are gonna have to fight to have fun this summer. And I am up for the fight. I'm up to fight, to have fun, to have good times again. So happy Father's Day. And another thing that I do think is weird is that, like, I watched a report on Elon, and Elon Musk was like, my dad is evil. I was like, whoa, bro. My stepdad was super cool in the Air Force. My dad was super cool. Neither one of them were perfect, but there were two cool dudes that I super miss to this day. Words will never describe. And one of the reasons I don't fear death as much is because, like, I know they'll be there to greet me. We will fly like birds again in the sky together. And so one of the reasons I love America, I love people, I love being healthy bro out man, is because I was raised by two super cool dads. My dad and his buddy used to play Elvis records and play guitar down in the basement all night long. They used to go on motorcycle rides across Chicago, Illinois, Wisconsin. Stop at every pub and drink a beer. So it is interesting that, like, I became your planetary defense commander because I had two super cool dads that I miss and love and appreciate, that taught me well. And so it's just a weird compare and contrast, Elon Musk and I, who are pretty much the same age, where he's like, I hate my father, he was evil. I will now go on to be the richest man on the planet. So you gotta wonder, like, I don't know, people who... Maybe that's why he doesn't like Earthlings that much. So I guess it's very Star Warsian. All right, well, it's raining heavy. Can you see me? I don't know how to flip around. It is raining heavy, so I guess I better go. This camera's like $1,000 phone. I don't want to ruin it. But let's have fun 4th of July. It was like I said last month with all the hackers. For 3 months, my hackers have been fucking super up my ass and sending me letters and all this shit. Like, can we take the July off to celebrate freedom? And that there's like a giant karma pendulum swinging through everything right now. So I don't care who you are, I would definitely keep your fucking karma clean, man. And I would stay as positive and think as good thoughts as you can. Let's have a good July. Let's have a good July 4th. Let's stay cool. Let's play defense. Let's have a great Christmas. God bless everyone. Woohoo! All right, talk to y'all soon.